good evening from Hanmer Springs. This is day 3. It's evening time. I've just had my dinner. Very nice steak and salads. Locally purchased products from the Foursquare in Hanmer Springs, which was really nice. And I just want to give you a bit of an update on what's happening with the roaming Kiwi. It seems at the moment that I'm just jumping from campsite to campsite and sort of filming the same stuff in each campsite, which is true, but it's the prelude to what is about to come in the roaming Kiwi, because we've hit the South Island obviously a week or so ago, and since then we've been slowly working our way south, zigzagging across the top of the South Island and enjoying what is to offer in the areas of Marlborough, Nelson, Upper Buller area, and now down here in Hanmer. So from here I am going to, sorry, it's a 40-year habit, it's pretty hard. I'm going to Christchurch from here. The van needs a certificate of fitness. It's coming up for expiry, so we're going to have to do that pretty soon. And that's probably about the best place to do it, because you can get it done whilst you wait, being a big city. And once that's done, then that's all the certificates for the van, which are behind me. I don't know if you can see them on the screen there. I'll give you a quick show, tell you what I'm talking about. So it's all those puppies there. Yeah, so those all have to be up to date, your road user tax and all that sort of stuff. And the certificate of fitness is the one that's going to expire in the first week of February, and we're sort of at the back end of January. So I'm going to go down there for that, staying in a local campsite not far from the Christchurch airport. And then the big journey begins, because from there I travel again from east to west, going up Arthur's Pass, across to the west coast, through Hokitika, then we go down the west coast to Haas, and then to Franz Josef Glacier, Mount Cook. In that area, I believe there's obviously still a lot of snow on the mountains, because they are massive. They are the Alps of this country. We're still in the foothills in comparison, you know. Hanmer Springs and the mountains that surround here are just covered in forests, and we are still in the foothills. So once I reach places like Haas, Franz Josef Glacier, Mount Cook, you're going to see some spectacular scenery. I've also been asked a question about why am I, with all the upgrades I did, why am I going to campsites that have got electrical plugins and all that sort of stuff? Well, that's quite a simple answer. Basically, it is very much easier to run the van on commercial power, because everything's plugged in. I can just flick a switch and everything's working. Whereas with, stand by a second. So basically, with commercial power, I can run everything without thinking about it. I mean, I just flick a switch, and whether it be charging something, whether it be the fridge, the heater, hot water, all that sort of stuff, it's just flick a switch, everything's there. I've got a constant load coming in, obviously. I've got two settings on my electrical system, 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatts. So I've got it set at 1 kilowatt, and basically just runs everything like it would be in a house. The problem is when I get to an isolated area, when I'm running off solar power and that, the inverters, I have learned, the inverter's a slightly different beast. It has its limitations compared to commercial power, let's put it that way. It doesn't like spikes, and as much as it's programmed to handle spikes up to 5 kilowatts, that's what it says in the book of words, as it were, but it's a little bit of a different beast. So when I get to areas that are, or I could have actually found areas that are like that here in Hanmer Springs. I mean, I could have gone bush here and parked off and lived in the sunshine and done the whole thing, but it's not what I want to do. I'm still preparing for the big finale in this series of the roaming Kiwi. The grand finale is when I hit the big mountains, the wow sceneries, all that sort of stuff. Then you're going to see more drone footage. I'm going to be able to get to, I know, I've been told by a lot of people so far down here that there are some magnificent freedom camping spots down in the Franz Joseph Glacier, Mount Cook, and a few of the big lakes down there. Absolutely magnificent free camping spots. There's nothing there. There's a toilet, which is good. That's all I need, literally. Obviously, in a bit of water. But if the weather's good, solar power is operating, I'm going to be able to get some very, very good scenery shots. So what you've seen so far, and a lot of you, thank you very much. You said that you liked amazing scenery from the videos that are coming through. By the way, my videos are going to come through now, hopefully once every Sunday, New Zealand time, 8 o'clock in the morning. So for all the New Zealanders, you guys are up there first. You'll see the Roaming Kiwi on YouTube will release at 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. As that happens in the UK and South Africa, that's around about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. or 7 p.m. on a Saturday night. And that'll be the next episode of the Roaming Kiwi. So that's going to happen. There should be frequent episodes every week. If by chance you're waiting on a Sunday and you don't see an episode, don't be too worried. It just means that I've been in an area where I haven't been able to upload. I understand it takes quite a bit of bandwidth to upload these videos. I'm finding at the moment where I am here, we're around about 40 minutes an episode it takes to upload it to YouTube. So, and this is really good bandwidth where I am at the moment. So I could be in worse places. An example is Buller's Gorge, where I was. My local system was 1.7 down. That's megabytes, and the up was something around about 140 kilobytes. Well, to do a 2.7 gig episode, 2.7 gigabyte episode, it just, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it, because calculating it would take you a week. So, and I wouldn't be there anymore. So I need good bandwidth in order to upload videos. And I'm obviously chasing those areas to make sure that where I go, I have areas where I'm in 4G connection, because it's all about getting these videos up and the episodes done, and getting you guys some content so that you can follow the vlog, and obviously my blog on www.theroamingkiwi.online. Those photos are fairly easy to upload, doesn't need a lot, but definitely on YouTube it takes quite a bit of bandwidth. So I'm going to obviously do those where I've got good connection. Now, it doesn't stop me from filming. I'm filming wherever I go. That's not a problem. Getting that up onto YouTube so you guys can see it is the problem. So there may be, heading south, once I leave Christchurch next week, there may be 1 or 2 weekends where there's a delayed release of the video, so don't panic. I haven't dropped down a gorge somewhere or anything like that. God, heaven forbid. Cheers to that. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you an update, tell you where I am. So far it's been a fantastic journey. I've really enjoyed it. I feel Tracy's with me. She's right here actually. Now don't get freaked out please, but you know, I keep her with me wherever I go. This is her dog tags, her ID from her previous job, and she's right here. I said I was taking her with me on this journey, and I am. So yeah, that's it pretty much. It's been a fantastic journey so far. The whole introduction to the roaming Kiwi traveling in New Zealand has been so well orchestrated through traveling through the North Island, because it's funny, the further south you go in the North Island, the better the scenery, and that's got nothing against the people up in the far north whatsoever. Hey, brothers and sisters up there, you've got a wonderful place up there as well, but you've got the weather, you've got the beaches. South Island's got, south of Auckland's got the scenery, and it just, you know, it starts getting a little bit more picturesque, as it were. Once you jump over the Cook Strait on the ferry, oh my God, it's absolutely transforming. The scenery is just like another country. That's the only way I can describe it. So I started at the top, and I've been winding my way down through segments of the upper South Island, and now next week, after we get a few things sorted out in the van, is the big trip from Christchurch to the west coast, down the west coast, down to Queenstown, to Invercargill, across to Dunedin, and then back up the east coast. And I'm going to finish it off in a place called Kaikoura. And Kaikoura had some very recent earthquakes a couple of years ago, which totally transformed the landscape. I mean, I'm not talking California style earthquakes where the buildings shake and everything. I'm talking about land transformation where the seabed came up from 12 meters below the water to 13 meters above ground. In other words, it created an island. It ripped road and rail structure completely apart, and it totally devastated the sea life and everything in the area. That was a few years ago. A lot has happened since then. It's back open. That road was closed for a couple of years, believe it or not, because there was no road. It was gone. So they had to literally rebuild everything to get round up that coastline up to Picton. And that has been rebuilt. So I want to video that as a passion for myself, to see something that's been brought back to life literally from death, from the trauma that it experienced. I want to see what it's like now. And they have the best lobster in New Zealand, and I've got to try it. I mean, I am an absolute lobster fiend, and I've got to try it. So Kaikoura will be my last big stop before I get back to the Picton ferry, which is programmed for the 19th of February. So between now, which is about a month, I think we're about the 16th or 19th. What's the date today? Oh, 21st. Okay. So it's the 21st today. If you're watching this in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, sorry about that. But 21st of January today, and literally the 19th of February, I've got a booking for the ferry to get back onto the North Island. So I've got a month down here, and my last stop will be Kaikoura before I hit that island. Anyway, I'll update you with more, probably when I get to the west coast. after leaving Christchurch. Yeah, it's going to be a dramatic change in scenery after leaving Christchurch. So that would be a good time to give you another update like this one and let you know what's happening. Once again, thank you so much for watching my channel. I am the roaming Kiwi. I am traveling across New Zealand in a motorhome, which I live in permanently. And I'm very thankful for people like you that click on the video, watch it, and leave your comments. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell. So as these videos come up, of which there's going to be plenty for the coming months, I can assure you, then you'll be notified as soon as the next episode is released. And just big picture going forward, I fly out to the UK in April to join my son and my grandkids for a bit of a break. And once that's happened and I'm settled in there, the next motorhome purchase is happening whilst I'm in the UK, and I hope to be doing the Roaming Kiwi UK series across campsites in the UK and just show you what van life is like on the other side of the world in comparison to what it's like here in New Zealand and Australia. So I hope that you'll join me for that series as well. So from me, Pete, the Roaming Kiwi, thank you very much, and I'll catch up with you down the road. Bye-bye.
Thank you.